Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to the series, How to Create a Video Campaign. And today we're going to talk about how to plan a successful shoot.
Hi, my name's Chris, and I'm the producer of the Life Easy campaign for June Adaptive. There's one quote that sticks with me: failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Pre-production is crucial to any production. First order of business is dealing with numbers, figuring out how much this particular project will cost. When making a budget, it's always better to rough out your numbers and add a little cushion room to them to ensure that your budget will most likely come under than over, because it's definitely an easier conversation to have with the client when the project comes under than over when you have to sort of ask for additional funds. With this particular project, we looked at all costs that might come up, including crew, rentals, location expenses, food to feed the crew, as well as art and insurance. I think the best approach is to be very transparent with your client, sharing numbers with them. You don't have to share exact details. It's nice to give them a number, and that way they know roughly where their investment is going into. Just that transparency allows you to build a stronger relation with your client. We had just the right amount of people on this one to make it happen.
10 people.
It was 10 people. We had each person wore multiple hats. We had obviously our sound recordist, camera assistants, gaffer, a grip, obviously a DP.
We also had a DIT and BTS.
And a director. A crew is a representation of who you are. These are the individuals that the client is always seeing, that this is where they're like, this is where my money's going. So it's very important to crew individuals that are professional on set. But at the same time, you're spending 12 hours, 13-hour days with these individuals. So try to find a crew that you get along with and that you connect well with, and that you're having a good time with. Because if you're not having a good time, why are we doing this, right? Every project obviously calls for different locations. We ended up going with Country Heritage out in Milton area. They just gave us the keys basically and said, hey, lock it up when you're done, right? And that's anything you could ask for from a location. Just allowing us to, they know how we operate. We built a great relationship with them, because previously it's all about respecting the space, keeping it clean, returning everything the way it was. Country Heritage has helped us out on multiple occasions, and the space worked beautifully. And if I could offer any advice, it would be saving these locations in a database. That way, when it comes to that time when you have to find a location, you have it right there. Last couple points when it comes to location, it's all about just respecting the space. Anytime you film at a space, when you're done filming, it's got to look better than you found it. I think we were, sweeping the floors, keeping the place clean. When you leave a location in great shape, they welcome you back if you wanted to film there again.
It's kind of exactly how we got the chance to film here. Like I've had a good relationship with the people who own this place, and they're just like, hey, you're here, we're done talking, use the studio, do your thing.
Paperwork. With this one, it called for location agreements. So we basically had to have the location sign off a document saying, hey, we agree to allow these filmmakers to come in, use our space at this specific date, this specific time, and sort of outlines the rules. It's like a little contract, basically. It may seem very basic, but having a call sheet prepared before the shoot is essentially the most important document, I would say, for any shoot. Tells you the start time, tells you the estimated finish time, when lunch is, who's on set. It's kind of just this document that just has all the information. It covers every single item. So that was one of my tasks.
So there's actually one last thing that we usually don't have to do, but for this one we did specifically because of the talent we were working with. It's called release forms, and basically what a release form is, kind of like the location agreement, but it's basically we're talking to the talent we have on camera, and they're just signing off that they have the right to use our image, our likeness, or whatever for this production and any supporting materials. Next thing I'm gonna quickly talk about is the pre-production as a DP, because that's what I did, and Chris was my gaffer, so we actually did do a lot more pre-production on that side. I worked on creating a shot list. It just talks about the scene, the angle, the type of shot. The making of the shot list was actually pretty simple for me because our director Josh created a storyboard. My job as a DP was just to transfer that so me, my lighting department, and my camera guys were able to read in technical terms what exactly we wanted. Once the shot list is done, I created an equipment list, and after I got all the equipment locked in, camera, lighting, grip, all that, I worked on a lighting plan. I actually do something that I was taught in film school, and it's putting camera positions in your plans.
These lighting plans are so detailed to the point where you know where each character is going to be placed.
Pre-production is important, and as our group says, as Chris's clipboard said last year, fix in pre, not post.